I don't even know why I'm writing this, maybe just to finally get it out of my head. People always tell you that when someone's not really into you, there are signs you just don't want to see them. And looking back now, I realize every single red flag was waving in my face the whole time, and I just kept walking straight into them because I wanted the relationship to be real so badly. When I met Anna, it felt like something out of a movie. She laughed at my dumb jokes, she texted me good morning, she even introduced me to her friends within the first couple of weeks. I thought, wow, finally, someone who actually cares. And the way she smiled, it made me think she was just as excited about me as I was about her. But here's the thing. Sometimes people smile because it's easier than being honest. It started with little stuff, like I was always the one planning the dates. Always. If I didn't text her first, I wouldn't hear from her for days. But whenever I brought it up, she had an excuse: work, stress, bad Wi-Fi, and I wanted to believe her. I told myself I was overthinking, that I was just needy. But then I'd notice how she'd be on Instagram liking her friends' posts, or posting stories, but somehow couldn't text me back. The real moment hit me one night when we were hanging out at my place. I'd cooked dinner, put on a movie I knew she liked, and halfway through I looked over and she was on her phone, smiling at something. I joked, "Hey, what's stealing my girlfriend's attention more than this Oscar-worthy acting?" She just laughed and flipped her phone over, screen down, and that's when my stomach sank. It wasn't the laugh, it was the way she avoided my eyes, like I'd caught her in something. After that, I started noticing more. She never asked me questions about my life unless I brought things up first. When I talked about my problems, she'd zone out, nod, change the subject. But when she needed something, a ride, someone to vent to, a guy to stand in the background of her social events, I was there, and she let me. That was my role. Convenient at the night it really hit me though, was at her birthday party. I'd gone all out, bought her a gift I'd been saving up for, planned the whole night so her friends could surprise her. When she opened my gift, she smiled, hugged me, said thank you, but then put it aside like it was nothing. 10 minutes later, another guy handed her a bottle of cheap wine with a bow stuck on it, and she lit up like it was the greatest present in the world. She laughed at his jokes all night. She barely looked at me. I don't think she even noticed when I slipped outside for air, standing in the cold, trying not to feel like the dumbest person alive. We didn't officially break up that night. It dragged on for another couple of weeks. Me holding on, her pulling away, but I already knew. I'd already seen it in her eyes. She was never really with me, not in the way I was with her, and that's the worst part. Realizing that the relationship you thought was mutual was just tolerated. Dead. You weren't her boyfriend, you were a placeholder, someone to fill the silence until something better came along. I don't think she was cruel on purpose. I think she liked the idea of having someone who cared without ever actually caring back. But for me, it left this crack in my chest that still hasn't fully healed. Now, every time someone laughs at my jokes or smiles across a table, there's a voice in my head asking, is this real? Or am I just convenient? Again,